Huey Campbell. Huey is one of the two main protagonists alongside Billy Butcher, and not too long ago, he led a pretty unremarkable and mediocre life. Born in 1992, his parents eventually divorced and his father ended up getting custody, with his mother never reaching out again. After the divorce, Huey's feminism, so Huey saw him as a loser and didn't want to end up like him. He was a mild-mannered guy with a boring job at a small electronics store who still lived at home with his father in the same bedroom he grew up in. The only light in his life was his girlfriend, Robin, until she got absolutely destroyed by A-Train, who ran through her while high on CompoundV. Mother's milk. After his grandfather was killed by a Supe, and his father subsequently died of stress trying to seek justice, Milk became determined to bring down Vought and expose the crimes of all superheroes. He's married to Monique and has a daughter, Janine, but he rejoined the boys, since he was one of the OG members, after they successfully killed Translucent, even though he was pretty mad when he learned that Frenchie was still in the team, since they had past problems. But he eventually got over it. Though a member of the boys, Milk worries that Billy Butcher's win-at-all-cost pursuit of Homelander will put lives at risk, especially the people he cares about. As a result, the two argue a lot. Homelander, born in 1981 from the genetic material of Soldier Boy, had a violent and tragic birth. He used his heat vision to escape the womb, which resulted in the death of his mother and several medical staff. He possesses a range of extraordinary powers, including heat vision, superhuman strength, speed, durability, the ability to fly, regenerative healing, superhearing, and slower aging. Raised in a lab by doctors and scientists who named him John, Homelander was initially a sweet child. However, Vought International, aiming to create the most powerful being in the world, subjected him to harsh and traumatic experiments to test his abilities. Despite his powers, Homelander stayed in the lab, manipulated into craving love and approval from others. This manipulation and the harsh conditions of his upbringing led him to develop a sociopathic alternate personality. He idolized Soldier Boy, not knowing he was his biological father. Homelander eventually became the leader of the Seven, taking over from Soldier Boy and becoming the strongest superhero in the world. For a long time, he followed Vought's directives, hiding his psychotic and malevolent nature from the public. In 2011, Homelander sexually assaulted Becca Butcher, leading to the birth of his son, Ryan. As the series progresses, Homelander reveals more of his true self to the public and gains more control over Vought, developing a strong and fanatical following. He is considered one of the most compelling and evil villains in The Boys, and one of the best villains in modern fiction. Reginald Franklin, better known by his superhero name A-Train, was born in 1987. Shortly after his birth, his parents accepted Vought's offer to inject him with CompoundV. It is implied that he grew up in poverty, and after his father's death at a young age, his mother had to work 2 jobs. His older brother, Nathan, became a significant figure in his life, practically raising him and later becoming his personal trainer as his powers developed. A-Train's superhuman speed manifested around the age of 3 when he outran a bullet during a deadly shooting near his home. As he grew older, his speed gained him recognition and celebrity status with Vought International. Adopting the name A-Train, he aspired to become a superhero to support his family and contribute positively to society. This addiction endangered his health and strained his morals, though over time, A-Train's character shows signs of wanting to make amends and do the right thing. Black Noir, born in the 1950s or early 1960s, was a mysterious superhero known for his exceptional abilities, including superhuman strength, speed, durability, and regeneration. He created an imaginary friend, Buster Beaver, to cope with emotional trauma from a young age. Noir joined the superhero team Payback in the 1980s, concealing his identity due to racial biases from Vought International. He faced significant abuse from team leader Soldier Boy, culminating in a brutal betrayal that left Noir severely injured and brain damaged. Despite this, he later became a prominent member of the Seven. However, in the 3rd season of The Boys, Homelander kills him, and Vought replaces him with a new Supe to maintain the Black Noir persona within the team. Benjamin, known as Soldier Boy, was the first major superhero in America, predating Homelander. Born in 1919, he was raised in a wealthy but abusive home. Soldier Boy gained his powers through CompoundV during World War II, becoming a propaganda tool for Vought instead of a wartime hero. Despite his success, his father remained unimpressed, calling him a cheater. Soldier Boy led the superhero team Payback, but was betrayed and captured by the Russians, who experimented on him, making him emit radiation. By the end of Season 3 of The Boys, he is revealed to still be alive, now viewed as a terrorist, and is taken in by the CIA. Margaret Shaw, known as Queen Maeve, was born in 1980, a top student at Godolphin University, and joined the Seven, Vought's elite superhero team, under Homelander's leadership. Though she aspired to be a true hero, her relationship with Homelander and the pressures of Vought's control led her to feel disillusioned and fearful. In Season 3 of The Boys, Maeve sacrifices herself to stop a threat, but secretly survives with the help of the boys, losing her powers in the process. She ultimately finds peace, reuniting with her former lover Elena and starting a new life away from the dangers of her past. Starlight, born around 1990, superheroes were chosen